Hey, what's up guys, Alex of Hypnotech. How you doing? I've had the Google Pixelbook since launch day. I pre-ordered it. I've been using it every single day since. And this is long overdue, but this is the Google Pixelbook review. I'm a huge Chromebook fan, as many of you guys have known. We've done many Chromebook videos. We actually have a bunch we didn't even review that's just sitting here in the office. But Google Pixelbook is probably my favorite laptop right now. And I'm going to tell you why. So, let's roll the intro. To say that the Google Pixelbook is beautiful would be a gross understatement. Not only is it a gorgeous device, but it also backs it up with power, at least by Chromebook standards. At its lowest configuration, we have a 7th gen Intel Core i5 processor with 8 GB of RAM and 120 GB of SSD. The cut and finish of this Chromebook is unrivaled, and it also gives you some holes you care about. A 3.5mm headphone jack and 2 USB-C ports are the bare minimum all laptops should have. Makes charging on either side so convenient. The dual speakers are cleverly hidden in the hinges to give the laptop a very minimalistic and clean appearance. I actually think the audio quality is quite decent. It could have been a bit louder, but I was happy with what it provided for the most part.
Anyway, so long story short, I'm never allowed back at Chuck E. Cheese. Ever.
Nice. Hey, you want to come to a birthday party this Saturday?
The Pixelbook really is an evolution of previous Chromebook Pixels, although I do wish they would have kept the light bar. Instead, we are left with a small LED battery notification. Once again, clean and minimalistic instead of glaring and attention-grabbing. This Chrome OS device is no lightweight. There is a considerable heft behind this aluminum body and a little bit of a glass back. That makes the push for the Pixelbook to also be an Android tablet a bit more difficult than say on a lighter rival. It's comfortable enough to hold and read for short bursts, but anything longer than 15 minutes and the 2.4 pounds feels double that. This is a deceptively heavy laptop in comparison with its listed weight. Like most Chromebooks, browsing the web on Chrome OS is a speedy, enjoyable process. The Core i5 certainly gives bonus points. You can keep throwing tabs at the Pixelbook and it'll handle it like a champ. What makes this a bigger story is the inclusion of the Google Play Store right out of the box. No need for a developer channel switch, it's there and ready just like the Chromebook Plus before it. And if you've never used it before on a Chromebook, Android apps are a game changer for Chrome OS to compete as a viable computing option. The knock on Chrome OS before was that it did not have a viable application library to warrant use over, say, Windows or Mac OS. While Android doesn't solve all of these omissions, it does move the needle closer to the point of relevance. There are apps like Adobe Lightroom, which give Chromebooks a viable photo editing app. Yes, it is a mobile app, but when push comes to shove, it passes the basics. Microsoft Word for Android seems to work here, and once again, it passes the basics you need to get work done. Same with games. Some games run perfectly as if I was running it on Windows. For example, Pokemon TCG. I really don't notice much of a performance hit. I don't notice a difference between the performance of a Windows version of it and the Android version. They both play fine. Some don't, like Lineage. Cursor optimization is completely off sync with the image and unplayable, which is a pity because the cutscenes that did play looked great running on the Pixelbook. Then we also get some occasional crashes, even on apps that seem to be working perfectly fine. This is what it's like to run Android on Chrome OS. But through it all, I am thoroughly satisfied with this path we are on, and this is probably the best Android experience I have had on Chrome OS to date. And what a shocker it is that the Pixelbook is probably the best Android experience on a Chromebook you'll find out there. And it's a $1,000 device. But I don't necessarily think it's because of the processor in here that you're getting such a good Android experience. I think it's just because Chrome OS and Android together are maturing together. They're maturing together. They've had some time to develop. And the reason I say this is because we've taken a look at the C302 and the Chromebook Flip last year, right? And HP 13G1. And initially, when the Android apps were first put on the developer channel on, say, the C302, things were okay. They weren't amazing, but they are at the same time work pretty well. But over time, 6 months, 7 months, I've actually noticed significant improvements with certain apps, or certain apps that didn't even work prior when Android apps first launched on the Chromebook Flip, now seem to be actually kind of working, and it seems to be the optimization of Android on Chrome OS has improved drastically. The Pixelbook does get really hot around the forehead when running Android apps, especially when plugged in. I have nothing but good things to say about the entertainment aspect of the Pixelbook. Switching between apps is fast and smooth, and I genuinely enjoyed watching videos and playing games on here. The Pixelbook also lasted me about 9 hours to 10 hours on a charge, which is actually pretty good for a Chromebook laptop of this caliber. The display is also one of the top selling points for the Pixelbook. Colors are beautiful and sharp, and the display gets decently bright for outdoor use. Like most new Chromebooks, the panel is also a touchscreen, which helps with the Android aspect. At 12.3 inches, this 2400 by 1600 LCD display is good for 235 pixels per inch. There are some little nuisances about the Pixelbook's design that only people who own the Pixelbook and use it every single day will notice. If you just see pictures or watch videos about the Pixelbook, you probably won't ever hear about this. One thing is that this thing doesn't fully close, so the lid doesn't completely go all the way down like a lot of laptops do. That's because right here and right here on the sides, you do have like this little rubber area to house the lid. So there is a little gap here. But what I did not notice until I started using this all the time was when you hold it, you see I'm just holding this spot right here, my fingers together. Can you hear the clicking? I've never seen that before. That's the first time. That's the same exact noise as the trackpad. You can click on the trackpad even when the lid is closed. I don't think that actually does anything. The screen is off, everything is turned off. It's just weird. I've never seen that before. Those white pads, while they leave a dust pattern onto the display, it's actually quite noticeable on the screen. You'll have to wipe it off pretty often because it drove me crazy watching content with a dark background. Dust also seems to get onto the keyboard a bit more than other laptops, probably due to the lid not closing over the second half in 3 key spots. Speaking of the keyboard, the typing experience is good. Keys give enough travel where it's comfortable to use, and they are backlit, which we take for granted. Some buttons, though, have gotten mushed in like this menu key. That is not a good sign. Hopefully, it's just 1 or 2 bad keys. Also, the glass trackpad is superb and large. I said this in the unboxing, but if MacBooks have the best trackpads, then this Pixelbook's trackpad is a close 1A. Gestures and accuracy are top-notch here. As much as I love Chrome OS, I don't think I can make a living using Chrome OS. To everybody. That's just how it works. Once again, I'm Alex of Hypnotech. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think of the Pixelbook. Would you ever buy something like this for $1,000, or would you even want to? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
If you like this video, be sure to comment and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!